Hi everybody, Zen Witch here. A few days ago shot a video or did a little live stream and talked about maybe doing a live stream sale today, but I've come to realize that there are some far more important things for me to do. And next Friday, which will be March 6th, I'm shooting this in February of 2020. You will see a video about the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle, a deck review. And, on this Mercury retro, it's in Pisces, and right now it's sitting right on top of my Pisces moon, and anxiety is very high, and my thoughts are wandering to very impractical things. Mercury retro, any planet in retrograde motion, the energy of that planet is not available on a practical level. So, my brain is doing really impractical things. But what happens when I'm anxious about life, the externals of life, such as money and health and, planning and work and all of that. My anxiety gets higher, and I start looking at the externals, and I usually go through some gyrations of trying to make some things happen before it finally hits me of, hey, there's something else you really need to be addressing first. So I was sort of stuck in this place, and I thought, well, after I reviewed the Wisdom of Avalon, let's just do a little reading and see what it's got to say. So here are the cards that I got. Restriction, the Raven, Mystery. And restriction right there tells me, yes, you're feeling very stuck. And that's where I was. Oh my God, I've got to make money. And nothing's happening. And just feeling incredibly stuck and bound by that focus. So the first card there just acknowledges that, yeah, you're stuck. The next card tells me how to get out of this. And I know this. After 40 years of being in the craft, I know this. And still, so I want to validate this for you as well, that when we're stuck, it isn't easy to see the way out. That's why we're stuck. And for some reason, we reject it. And it's true, over the years of doing Mother Drum, since I was the one presenting it, I was the one that really had to show up. And I knew that the days where I really was like this close to canceling because I just felt like I couldn't do it and I couldn't cope, those were the biggest payoff times. And I know that when we are most stuck is when we most need to practice. And when we are that stuck, it's when it's the most difficult to practice. It's so hard to take yourself there when you're feeling incredibly stuck. So, validating that for you. And that's the Raven telling me, here's what you need to do. You need to do some magic. Okay. Raven is magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. And that's one of my totems. So Raven brings the magic. Raven is the one that goes between the worlds to bring back the magic. So that was the call to action there. And then the mystery at the end here, and I'm not even going to look these up for you because I don't need to. I know what they mean to me. The mystery card here talks about that place. When I do magic, this is where I get to. I get to the mystery. And that word is kind of mysterious. In mystery religions, or I think in the Catholic tradition, the word mystery kind of means don't ask. Don't ask. We'll tell you what you need to think. But for me, it means, and I can't remember where I learned this from, but it just rang my bell and still does. Mystery to me is things that can be learned but can't be taught. So, for instance, when I am doing ritual for people, what I am doing is setting up the circumstance and walking them to the doorway of mystery, and then it's up to them to step through and experience, because I can't explain it to you. I cannot put into words what I experience when I go into that timeless space, spaceless space, So this is what these cards are telling me. You're stuck, do some magic, the mystery will open up to you, and then everything becomes clear. So I want to show you one of the ways that I do that, and this is an introductory video to this. There will be a video of just the practice that hopefully if you decide to do this every day, you can just pray along with me. This is a witch's mala that I made. And a mala, from the Hindu and Buddhist traditions, they're prayer beads. And it's a string of 108 beads that I do my Tara mala or Tara mantra practice with. But this is a witch's mala. And I threw this together, I don't know, a couple of years ago. I don't know. And I love the tassels. The tassels are from, they've got the chakra colors, so from the root to the sacral to the solar plexus and the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And then we have white and black. So this is for the light and this is for the dark. Space, matter, form, force, form. Okay? That means there's 9 tassels on here, and 9 is a number sacred to the goddess. It's the 333. So, you have Maid, Mother, Crone. That's the original Trinity. But in each of those, the maiden also contains the mother and the crone. The mother contains the maiden and the crone contains the maiden and the mother. So it is the 333, which is 9. Also, besides this last binding knot here to hold it all together, there are 45 knots in this, which reduces to a 9, a multiple of 9. And there are 36 beads, which also is a multiple of 9. So I have the 999 here. So, triply, it's the triple. And that makes me really happy. So when I'm using this mala, you can start anywhere depending on what you're doing. If there's something, let's say you're dealing with health issues, maybe you could start at the root chakra. And, as I'm starting in different places, I will see the unfoldment of things according to which tassel I get to next, and it teaches me. So there's something coming in as well as going out. If you are having communication issues, maybe you can start with the throat chakra. And you can also go either way on the wheel. So for instance, I generally start with either the black or the white. And if there's something that is happening, it's already manifest, that's the black. This represents earth, this represents space. So if there's something happening that I need to bring enlightenment in, I need information about it, I need to, move it up into the light, I'll start with the black one. If there's something that I need to manifest, I have an idea, that's the non-manifest, okay? If I have an idea that I want to bring down through the chakras and into manifestation, I will start with the white. So there's a lot of ways that you can work with this mala. The colors are so appealing. And, one of the reasons we do big fancy altars in a lot of different traditions is that they catch the attention of your child mind. So there's a part of your mind, Buddhists sometimes call it monkey mind. There's a part of your mind that is easily distracted and that just wants to jump around and chase your thoughts around. And if we have something that's beautiful to look at, that can kind of engage that child mind. It goes, ooh, pretty. And that's like verbatim from my teacher, Premadasara, talking about the purpose of an altar, the many purposes of an altar. So first is to catch the attention of that jumping around mind, and then, to give us a place to focus and to point our devotions. And then after we do our devotions, it's a reminder. We walk by that altar and we're reminded of the sacred energy there. We can feel it. So what I do most often, and you can do whatever you want with this as far as what you're reciting. If you want to create a chant around what it is you're trying to manifest, it really helps for there to be rhythm. That engages different parts of the brain. So language engages one part of the brain, rhythm engages the other part. Music engages even more. So if you have something to sing, you can sing whatever your mantra is. I'm going to use the word mantra, although that's a bit appropriative because mantras are, specifically Sanskrit Buddhist type chants, but I'm going to use it here anyway. You can make it rhyming. So rhyming and rhythm really causes different parts of your brain to respond, and it really catches you. I mean, there's a reason they did Schoolhouse Rock, right? Because those math facts stick so much better when you're singing them to rhythm. It's an excellent way to internalize and really activate the message that you're putting into that chant. I'll call it a chant rather than a mantra. So what I usually do with this mala is a paganized version of the Hail Mary. And I know that in paganism there are a lot of Reformed Catholics. I was raised Protestant, and the thing that I missed and the thing that really rang my bell when I started going to a Catholic school was the ritual of the Mass, that there was this, the rhythm of ritual. Ritual has a rhythm of its own. And Protestant religion was all neck up. Where I really got touched was our church had fabulous music. And that's what really touched my soul. But in Catholicism, it was just the rhythm of the ritual itself. So I know that a lot of lapsed Catholics are attracted to paganism in that way, not to mention the goddess is there. That's the big thing about the Mass and Catholicism is that I found the goddess there. So it might really be a great thing. And so one of the things that the Catholics might miss coming to paganism is the rosary. The rosary was a wonderful practice for me because of that recitation and rhythm and repetition. Puts your brain into trance state. So many benefits. So there is a version of the Hail Mary. There are many paganized versions of the Hail Mary, but there's one in particular that I've come across that just resonates so strongly with me. And I will put a link to this down below. There are YouTube videos with this song. There's a song called She Who Hears the Cries of the World by a woman named Jennifer Berezan, and she has other wonderful long recordings. There's one returning to the Mother of Us All. Just excellent things. The She Who Hears the Cries of the World is about 20 minutes long, and in it is this paganized version of the Hail Mary. I will put the words down below along with the link to that video. The words are, Hail Mother, full of grace, the power is with thee. I'm getting choked up, you guys. This tells me how badly I need to do this. Okay? Holy shit. One of the things that stops me from doing the big important stuff like ritual on YouTube is because there's that anxiety brain saying, oh, you're going to make a fool of yourself. But you know what? That horse left the barn so long ago that why bother even closing the door now? All right, hold on. I'm going to get a drink of water here so I can keep talking. Okay. Hail Mother, full of grace, the power is with thee. Blessed art thou, Queen of the universe. Actually, they say, blessed are you, Queen of the universe. And blessed is all of creation. Holy Mother, maker of all things, be with us now and always. Blessed be. A little side note is that while the words on the recording are the power is with thee, I usually say the power is within because that's where it is for me. Other religions externalize the sacred. Paganism and the craft internalizes it. So the goddess is within. That's usually what I say. You can choose which one is the best for you. So you can see that it resonates with me. And you can see, with She Who Hears the Cries of the World, we're all suffering. We're all suffering, period. We are especially suffering in our times. It's hot right now. Suffering is red hot globally. So when I practice, and this I learned from my Tibetan Buddhist and also from ritual, the end of a pagan ritual is the dedication where you release everything to the universe. But in Tibetan Buddhism specifically, you are giving it away for everyone that cannot do this practice, for everyone that is suffering. And so the dedication is the most critical part. I'm not just practicing to make myself feel better. I am practicing so that I can feel better in order to serve, in order to help. So, I think I'm not wrong in assuming that a lot of witches that are watching this right now are feeling very squishy, and that we are, highly sensitive and feeling the needs of the world and hearing those cries. So rather than internalizing that suffering and feeling helpless with it, this is what I want to give to you so that you can do something that helps you, and we multiply that. Not, we are so much greater than the sum of our parts. And putting this out is going to multiply these prayers. Whenever somebody watches this video, the prayers are going out there. When somebody prays with this video, it's going to double that. And I hope that we can practice together, and number one, that you get some benefit from it, and number two, that we all can benefit from it, for all the suffering beings. So again, I will put the words and the links below, and I will upload this video along with the practice video together, and I look forward to practicing together with all my heart. This is the Zen Witch. Blessed be.